Everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Florin. On this particular video I want to show you guys how easy it is to replace the Samsung S6 Edge LCD. It might be difficult for few beginners technicians, but it's quite easy if you follow just some simple steps which are crucial when you remove the back cover, the battery, and when you put it back and you seal it back in order to make it again waterproof, so there will be like a proper Samsung repair. Okay, the LCD which I received for this repair has been used already, but the LCD which I remove has a burn, which is like a discoloration to the actual LCD, which can't be repaired, to be honest. Might be in some Samsung companies they can refurb it somehow, but with all the tools we have and all the technology we have on my company, we can't do it. So the most important thing what we do in this case, we just replace the LCD. And sometimes it's the best option as well. So I'm gonna prepare the LCD, the new LCD which I'm gonna use for the repair. As you can see, I removed the old tape from under the battery, because if you leave it there, it will create you a problem when you'll put back the back cover, the back gloss cover. So this is a different repair. It's an S7 normal with non-chip problem, which maybe I'll do another video about it, but let's continue on the other one. So if you take off the tape, it's better for your battery it will fit proper. But if you leave there any tape, any thick tape, it will push back through the bezel, through the metal bezel, back into the back glass, and in time it will come off. It will look really bad, to be honest. It won't look necessarily professional. So as you can see, I've got some special cards. They are not necessarily special, you can find it quite anywhere. They are just plastic cards, but they are a bit hard, so even if you hit them with like 100 degrees, they don't bend so easy. Okay, and for the next video I'm gonna put a short video in between this repair video. I will show you guys different cards similar I found in a Forever 21 shop here in UK. Let's have a look. As you can see, these cards are quite similar. I found one with my wife. It's quite funny. Went with her for shopping, and she just showed me these cards which she knows I'm using all the time. Exactly similar. As you can see, Forever 21. Every single cloth you buy from them has, I think, at least 3 cards like these. At least 3 cards. So definitely I put her to buy more stuff from there, which is the cheapest one, like socks or stuff like that, just to get more cards. And I actually asked a lady in there if she has some spares or if she can help me with some, and she quite gave me a lot, as you can see here. So definitely these are very good. You see, they are really hard. They don't bend so easy. Very important when you remove the LCD's battery back covers. Just put a bit spray, overheat the board a bit, the LCD, they will work just fine. Because the special cards which I'm using at work at the moment, I can't buy them from China. So definitely as an engineer, you every time have to have a back cover, like a backup for everything. If something stops, just find a different replacement. So I'm really happy with these cards. I use them every time. It might be in my next videos you'll start seeing them, because these are the last ones which I have. So as you can see, they are quite similar. Nothing special with them. It's just they come in huge stocks from China, which I'm using. They come like, I don't know, might be 5,000 in a package. But from where we bought before, they don't send it anymore. I don't know why. So anyway, as an engineer, as I said, anytime you have to find a replacement for everything you have in order to continue your work, you know. This back cover is not that important. As you can see, the back glass is already cracked, but every time you use it as an experience that you can get more advanced in your skills, get more skills from it. Don't try just to rip it off, because I've seen a lot of guys just doing that. It's quite disappointing, to be honest. So when you got the chance to repair like brand new model phones, don't waste the products, you know. If you know how to think, if you know how to do it anyway proper, why just don't try it to make it even better every time, you know, 'cause this is the job about, to get more skills. So before you close the phone, connect the bezel so you can make a full test with the speaker, with the lens as well, so you don't have dust in there, with the front camera as well, with the buttons, because in this particular repair I'm gonna replace the bezel as well, because mine is quite damaged. So what I have here is quite a new one, definitely not a genuine one. It looks like Samsung S6 Edge, but it's not a genuine one, it's just a copy. I don't know, it might be from China, from where they buy it. But the outside quality is quite okay. What is my concern is about the speaker. Many times I have to just replace the whole bezel because the speaker is just glued it into the frame, so it's quite difficult to take it out. You can get it damaged easily. So if you have any problem with the buttons or MVC file flexing there, that one you can change it with no problems. Even the back camera lens you can change it, but the speaker is quite difficult to try to replace it. So let's see, let's have a look. First, make sure the bottom where the charging port is proper seated in, because the top will just fit normally. It's quite easy to push in. So before you make the test, I would suggest you to close the phone, put all the screws in. And so you make sure everything is connected to the board. The button, the power button, the volume button, and the speaker as well has been connected to the board. This repair is quite easy if you follow just a few steps. It's not that difficult. If you want to replace the glass on this one, it's more difficult. I've got a video about it. If you want to check, just go on my channel and you will see how to replace the glass as well. And for those interested, in the next 2 weeks I'm gonna do a S7 Edge glass replacement as well, and I'm gonna make it in like two parts. First part, how to remove the glass, clean the LCD, and in the second part, how you put it back and how you fit the LCD into the metal frame, which will be quite complicated, because if you replace the glass you have to be really careful to align the LCD with the glass. Otherwise, when you try to put it into the frame, you might have problems. It wouldn't align, or it will just be lifted. It will create some problems. But for now, what we're doing is just a normal test. Star hash, star hash, 0 star hash. So that's the test mode which I'm in now. A very important suggestion is make sure everything works fine. You don't want to reopen the phone after it's closed. Let's say if the earpiece doesn't work or the sound doesn't sound proper, it will be really headache to reopen everything. And in the meantime, you can damage the back glass as well. Because this back glass, as I said before in the previous video, if you use too much heat to take it off, the paint from the actual glass will come off. But if you use it just 20 seconds, no more than 20 seconds, it will come off easy. But you will see in the end, when I'll close back the phone, I'm gonna put an extra tape, a red double tape, which is really hard to remove, really hard to remove back. That's why usually I use only this kind of tape all around the back glass edges. But in this video I will just leave the original tape which came with the new back glass, because at the moment this phone I'm making a full refurb, so it will look like a brand new phone. But usually I'm just removing the old back cover with the IMEI everything written on, and just reuse it again. But in that case, if you don't have the tape, you can use any red tape, which is quite good for closing back the phone, and it will keep it waterproof as well, which is quite nice. So because this bezel is quite new, you don't need to clean nothing. If you want, just clean the dust, that's it. But if you were the last one, like the used one, you had to make sure there's no glue left around, because otherwise you won't be able to fit the back glass proper back in. So what I'm doing now, I'm just using a simple solution to clean the fingerprints on the LCD. Put a special foil, which is not that special, it's just a simple sort of foils. It comes from China as well. And why I'm using this foil is just to protect the LCD. Because in the process time, you can quite get a lot of scratches, or minor scratches on the glass. So if it's quite a brand new phone, brand new LCD, and if you give it to a customer with scratches, they will say, man, it doesn't look new, isn't it? So that's why it's better if you can use some sort of foil or something in there. So as you can see, this one has already a tape on it, which is quite good. It's not the best, but anyway, it is okay. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put more tape in there. If you want to reuse the old back cover, actually I've got a video, I think in my channel, it's called S7 and S7 Edge LCD or back cover replacement. You will see in there, if you want to reuse the old back cover with the IMEI and everything on it, you're definitely not gonna have the same tape. You can't use it the same tape because it's just used, and also you might hit it too much to take it off, so it's not gonna be enough. So in that video you will be able to see how can you use this red tape, which I have, this double tape, and just to put all around the edges. And there's a trick how you can use it, and it will make it waterproof again. So if you check the other video, you will see it's quite easy, not difficult. So after I put back the cover, I'm gonna clean it, and definitely I'm gonna put a foil protection. But that's not enough. A lot of people think it's enough. You need to use some sort of a clamps, like cloth clamps, which you can use it to dry your clothes. These clamps will help you to build more pressure in the phone, so it will close proper. It will close definitely better than not using them. I would suggest you to buy them. It's like £1, might be $3 in USA. Everywhere you can get them. It's like in Chinese stores you can get them as well. So make sure they've got like a rubber in there, so we're not gonna scratch your glass. That's really important, as are mine. And that's it. If you like it, please subscribe, and don't forget, I'm gonna prepare the S7 Edge glass replacement. If you like it, you'll definitely want to see that one as well. Okay, that's it. It was really easy. Please don't forget to subscribe and check my Facebook page as well. Cheers guys, bye bye.